Hi guys, welcome to my video. Thanks for clicking. Today I'm going to be talking about my writing works in progress, 3 of them actually. And yeah, let's get started. My first work in progress is probably the one I've mentioned the most. It's To Be Known by You, and it's a YA contemporary LGBTQ romance novel following 2 boys named Enzo and Cade. It's sort of a slice of life cozy story, which I finished around 70k words. Think of it as like a mix of Heartstopper, If You Had Been With Me, and a little bit of Pride and Prejudice, I'd say. It has a grumpy sunshine romance and a lot of themes about found family and also about mental health and how you should live life how you want to while you can, because tomorrow isn't guaranteed. This was like, I wrote this, a lot of the plot points that happened in this book were happening to me in real life, and this book was it was really therapeutic for me. It helped me process those kind of things, and yeah, it really helped regulate like stress and anxiety about the stuff that was happening, because some of the stuff that was happening were pretty stressful back when I was writing this, which was in like 7th grade, 8th grade. 7th grade was a stressful year, but this book really helped me get through that, I'd say, so it means a lot to me. This book is what got me into writing in the first place. And I love the characters in this book so much. Even though the events were based on real life, I would say most of the characters weren't based off of real life. They were based off of, like, parts of me, I guess. More like it. Like, one of the characters, like Cade, was based off of the more, like, stressed, anxious, academic side of me. And then Enzo was based off of the more social, sunny, more careless part of me. One character was based off of someone in real life, like consciously I based him off of someone in real life. That character was Hallie. She was based off of my sister, who is like the sassiest, like, but also like the sweetest person in the world, and she made a really fun character. So like that's the favorite character I've written in my life. But other than that, I haven't consciously based any characters off of people in my life. I find that to get a little messy sometimes, like, because all good characters have to have flaws, you know? They have to have, like, a journey and stuff. And if somebody knows that a character you wrote is based off of them, or thinks that even, and the character has, like, so many flaws and stuff, they might take it personally. So I just try not to do that. And let's see. Oh, I tried to get this book traditionally published. I haven't had much luck with that. All the rejections I've gotten, I don't know if it's because of my age, but all the rejections I've gotten are super nice though. Like one of the agents linked a bunch of videos at the end of her rejection email about like resources that I could look at to like help me, which I thought was like really nice, because I heard that agents just usually send a automated rejection email, and I haven't really gotten any of those besides like 2. But anyways, yeah, so I'm thinking of self-publishing it maybe, or maybe rewriting this book. I'm letting it sit for now, but I love this story with like my entire heart. Like I love this story. But I was in 7th grade when I started the story, and I think I grew a lot as a writer in the 2 years I was writing To Be Known by You. And I think a rewrite might be good for it. But I'm definitely gonna come back to this story eventually. It's a really important story to me. Like, it means a lot to me. One of my friends, even, because I was on the bus and I was talking about another work in progress, which I'm gonna mention later, and she was like, well, make sure to come back to Be Known by You. To Be Known by You is worth coming back to. And I whipped up my phone and I wrote it in my notes app, because if I ever publish this book, that is going in the acknowledgements. Like, for sure. It was, so many people were like so supportive when I was writing this book, and I think it's one of the big reasons I ended up finishing this, because all of my friends and my sister, they were really supportive and they like read my chapters and gave me feedback, and like my sister and like my friends were like my beta readers and stuff. I could never written it without them. So yeah, that's To Be Known by You. I think I ranted for To Be Known by You for so long, but it's fine because my other work in progresses I have a little less to say because they're still in development. My second work in progress I've been working on is a lot less developed than To Be Known by You. I basically only have the plot and like the first 3 chapters. It's kind of on hold to make way for another work in progress I'm working on, which is the last one I'm going to be talking about. But anyway, this work in progress, it's a fantasy novel where basically magic is controlled by these animal spirits, these like mysterious animal spirits who are immortal, stronger, wiser versions of different animals, like doves, orcas, or rhinos. But one day the magic disappears and a king takes advantage of this and starts rallying other kingdoms to exterminate all of the magic folk that are living in the kingdoms. And this story is about a group of teens who are trying to get by in a kingdom that's actively trying to exterminate them, and how they get their magic back. It's kind of like a revolution kind of fantasy, and also kind of, I don't know how to like specify fantasy. Like it's sort of a quest, heist, revolution kind of vibe. And I'm not used to writing fantasy, but I love reading it, so this has been a really fun project for me. And the characters are especially really fun to write because they have such good dynamics with each other. The main character is Katori, and I think she's gonna be the only POV. To Be Known by You was dual POV, and this one I think I might just keep it to her POV, or maybe I might add another POV, not sure. But yeah, the main POV character is Katori, and she's really fun to write. She's really smart. She's really street smart. So that's fun. Anyway, I don't really have much to say about that project because it's still really deep in the drafts. But yeah, I don't even have a name for this, bro. That's my fantasy project. The last project I'm gonna talk about is the one I'm currently working on. It's at 20k words right now. And I've been working on it for about 2 months on and off because I have school and I have other responsibilities, so I write if I have time. But it's a high school murder mystery following 6 POVs and a couple others sprinkled in. At first, the formatting of this book is kind of, I haven't formatted a book like this before. I can show you guys later, but at first it was a struggle trying to juggle 6 POVs, but it's actually really fun, and I think I'm getting deeper into each of the individual characters, which is really nice. A couple others are sprinkled in too. Like I'm pretty sure the prologue has 2 POV characters that never come up again. But other than that, it's 6 main POVs. And the POV characters are Adelaide, Valeria, Anya, Oscar, Paxton, and Caro. And I'm going to be talking more about them too. They all have different strengths, and they also have a lot of flaws and misbeliefs, mainly involving trust and like love, and the line between what's right and wrong. There are a lot of romance subplots in this book, but the main plot is the mystery. And yeah, this is the most complicated book I've ever attempted to write. There's a lot of secrets and moving parts in this story, and I'm experimenting with like I said, new formatting. But the thing I love the most about this book, well, the plot obviously, but the characters. I keep saying this, but I love the characters so much. They are definitely the most important part of the story. Like these characters they're so flawed, but they have different strengths too. Like not Caro. Caro is too complicated for me to explain right now. I'm still trying to figure him out. Let's do Valeria. Valeria is like, she's kind of like the leader character. She's super confident, but she's super confident, determined. She's kind of like all-rounder, kind of like she's student council president, and she's also a hacker. She does hackathons and usually ethical hacking. She's gotten in trouble for hacking stuff she shouldn't have been hacking, but she's a really law-abiding character, which it sounds like all characters should be law-abiding, but she's very justice-driven, Like, if something isn't fair, it bothers her a lot. And in this story, it starts off where a senior at their school, who's Valeria's friend, Harper Rosalaire, super popular girl with a lot of friends and a lot of people that might not like her, she gets murdered. And Valeria rallies her friends to try and solve this murder because like people are talking about it and they're like, this murder, no one's gonna figure it out, like it's a cold case, and Valeria wants to make sure Harper gets justice. So that's Valeria. There's also like Paxton is really fun. He's like not sunshiny, he's just a very kind of not arrogant, but like he jokes around, he's like very careless, but he also cares a lot about his friends, if that kind of makes sense. He does cardistry. I don't know if a lot of people know about cardistry. It's like it's like tricks with cards, like spinning them around and stuff like that. He loves cards. He loves a good game of cards. And he's also a lockpick. So he's really good with like sleight of hand. He does lock picking for fun. Yeah, that's a very questionable hobby. It's like one of those hobbies that are nice to know, I guess, like to an extent. But if you're too good at it, it becomes like suspicious. I'd show you guys some formatting stuff. So this is how most of my chapters are formatted. I kind of took inspiration from One of Us is Lying with like this headline. It's just the chapter name here, and then the POV character, and then kind of like the date, and then like the time also. But then some of mine look like there's the interview format, obviously, and they're mainly doing interviews for like the student council like paper, kind of like to do a segment about Harper. So each of them start with like this kind of like form beginning thing, and then it goes on to like an audio interview. And then some other formatting stuff include Valeria's entries kind of about the case, which are addressed to Harper. So that's where it's at formatting wise. Anyway, thanks for listening to me rant about these characters. This was a really fun video for me, and I hope you enjoyed it too, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!